Could you date a chick that had an OnlyFans?
I could.
Like she had like a OnlyFans, like she gets smacked on there.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
Damn, you know.
Welcome to the Medium Ghetto podcast with your host Jamar. Today we got Ricky in the building.
What up, though?
What you go by other than Ricky?
I go by Ricky, Himothy, Snack Zaddy, Slick the Hitman Slick, that man downstairs, Mama It's Him Again, and of course the pen and pad sniper.
The pen and pad sniper. Why they call you that?
Because I'm very on point with pen and the pad.
I got you. Just let y'all know, my man got a book right here. If y'all want me to read this show out loud, The Legend of Snack Daddy himself. This is his book right here. I got a bookmarker in here.
That on page 77?
It's on page 85.
Moving up.
Page 85.
Yes. Self-published author. Feel free to look me up on Amazon under Ricky Taylor. There are 2 books. The first of which is The Man, the Master Myth. The second book is The Legend of Snack Zaddy. I'm working on the 3rd book right now. Stay tuned for developments and details.
Is it going to be erotic?
No, I don't think my next one is going to be erotic. I'm working on multiple projects at one time because my first book and my second book were polar opposites. So people are looking for a follow-up to the first book as well as a follow-up to the second book.
I won't be mad about I've never read anything erotic until I read your poetry. Like Slide in the DM.
Slide in the DM was one of them ones.
It was my favorite one, man. My favorite.
That was one of them ones because we all been there.
You ever have somebody slide in your DM and be like, yo, the kids ain't going to be home?
No, I ain't got that one yet.
Yeah, I seen the setup, and they want you to stay over the whole weekend. And they're like, yo, I remember I was an older lady too. She got me.
I imagine so. She said the kids ain't home.
Yeah, she got me some apple juice after everything.
The finest Capri Suns and Welch's you ever had. Huh?
I know we had this shit. All snacks. You want a snack? I was like, I knew she. Whew. Oh my lord! You know how I met her though?
How you meet her? Facebook?
No.
The gym?
No.
I don't know that.
So what happened was, you remember the ballroom?
Yeah.
So one of the Spanish ladies, hit me up, and she was trying to get me, she was like, yeah, what's up? After the whole event. And I was like, all right, bet, take my Facebook.
Take my Facebook.
I didn't think she was going to do it. I was like...
She ain't work there, did she?
Nah, she was one of the guests.
I was about to say, damn, I might know what you're talking about.
But, she slid. She was like, what's up? And she invited me over.
Did she cook for you?
Yo, she did not cook for me. But listen, I understand. You know what I bought before I gave her? I bought some condoms. And I bought some Gatorade.
Those are essential. Those are essential items.
That's a wild... I've never thought... It was like first nature. I was like, yo, what do I need before I slide?
If you're fucking with an older chick and she is Hispanic or Latina,
yeah,
you gotta get a home cooked meal. Okay? You got to.
I left before it was too early because she wanted me to stay the night. And I was like, nah. She was like, hey, take a shower.
You gotta go over on the night that she cooked. You can't be waiting for breakfast.
Yeah,
if she called and tell you she made tostones and rice with the penin, that's when you pull up.
You right. I need to get that experience. But, holla. If you beautiful and Latino, keyword first word, beautiful and Latino.
I'm gonna help him out and say Latina because
Latina.
Latinos are the guys.
No.
Be careful out here.
Latinas. Yo, I might edit this out, but I might not. We'll figure that out when you listen to this.
You finna get canceled.
I'm finna get canceled. But the topic today is gonna be on what not to do in relationships. We're gonna be talking about what not to do in relationships. What kind of we talked about it before the episode. Open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's different.
Yeah, it is.
I'm used to the ladies who are a little territorial.
I mean, she is. And that's just drawing. She is, but we have an understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about something like an open relationship is you have to prioritize all the things that people say they're going to prioritize in a monogamous relationship. You have to prioritize trust. Without trust, it's done. You have to have trust. You have to have communication. So the relationship that I have forces us to put those things first instead of just saying it or making it a cute quote on social media. You know what I mean?
Put those things first. This is very important.
Yeah. Because without them, the relationship is done.
Of course. So if you're putting all those things first that you need in a monogamous relationship, obviously you get married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the You don't think like that's gonna like skew things? You getting married? Are you still gonna be in the same mode when you both get married?
It depends. Right now, we are in agreement that we'll keep things the way that they are.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of us feels the need to make a change, then we'll talk about it.
Mm.
And that's my point. We talk these things out. But it's not what people expect or suspect.
Listen, I expect like dealing with ladies and what my experience is like. I've never dated someone who wants to be in like a polyamorous relationship. So like it's all been monogamous and a little stingy with you. I remember one time I was dating a John. You were in North Philly, Jones all day, and don't date anybody from North Philly.
You was on a tear.
No. Sure. I got punched in my chest a couple times. Not listening to him, being a reasonable.
Working with the North Philly chicks.
Exactly. I've never got punched in my chest.
They took you uptown.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? But like, I remember one time I answered my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm trying to finish this book, and she's like, "Oh, what you reading to them bitches?"
See?
And she threatened to come down. She was going to take a whole lift, fight me over reading to these hoes. First of all, why I'm reading to hoes that's illiterate? I guess you assume it got got some.
She thought she was reading.
But shit.
But nah, it's about communication, man. It's about communication. It's about trust, and it's about not putting unnecessary strains on people, man. You know what I mean? Like when we tripping over little shit, because we have to communicate. So we don't have issues where it's miscommunication. A lot of relationships, one of the biggest issues be miscommunication and lack of trust. And because we got to put those two things first, we won't be having them problems.
Because you're putting in effort. So that's the first thing we're gonna talk about is a lot of what not to do is stop putting in effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You think you got the person, you think you got them clutch, they never will leave. Shoot, I've been in long relationships. I left. No effort at all. Like, what are some things I think like guys could do when we don't stop in effort? It's not just about dating, but one, we can stop working out, we can stop looking our best, stop eating our best, stop performing our best.
I had a great uncle who gave me all the best relationship advice when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and I hung on to all of that. And he said the way that you get them is the way that you lose them, and but also the way that you get them is the way that you keep them. You got to keep doing the things you got to keep doing what it took to get her. You know what I'm saying? So like if you was getting fly every day and she liked that, you know what I mean? You could have your days where you not lit, like you got your old tank top that you had from 2008 on
with the stains,
with the grease stains that don't come out. You got your shorts that don't even tie right. They just been in that same knot for 3 years.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And but you gotta continue to do what it took to get her. If she like flowers, don't stop getting her flowers. You feel me? She like going out on dates. She like you to be random and spontaneous. Don't get comfortable. Cause you get comfortable, you get replaced. Because it's 10 more niggas out there trying to do the things that you was doing.
That's true. Like even on the girls' end too. Like I even been through where like she stopped getting dressed right. And not right. I don't want to say right or wrong. But she didn't get dressed up like how I first met her. You know what I mean? She's a little lackadaisical with the wig
and that's
the clothing.
And that's the crazy part. You and this is for the ladies. You feel me? You gotta because this it goes both ways. When her first time staying the night, she don't tie up nothing. Wig be sliding, lace front. It be her first day. She don't be tying shit down. The 9th day, the 10th time she stay, hell, if she black, the 4th time, she gotta, cause now she comfortable.
Exactly.
You feel me? But the fact that you was willing to risk your wig sliding meant the world to him. You know what I'm saying? That meant the world to him. Public service announcements. I dealt with a chick one time who didn't tell me she was a squirter, and she ruined my entire bed set.
Damn.
I mean, I put towels down, shit went through the towels, the blanket, the sheets, everything. I mean, she cashed at me for laundry.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it was like, damn, if I knew, I wouldn't have put the good shit down. 1,800 thread count sheets was down there, you feel me? I would have put the Family Dollar sheets on had I known. Because fuck it, we're going to get rid of these anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah, disclaimers are important.
I get different sheets, I get like a different bed set each girlfriend. You can know where I'll be thinking about them a little bit like, damn, these are Jones I just bought from Macy's when I met such and such.
Hey man, listen, the washing machine work, right?
It do.
Alright,
it's right downstairs. I got one in the crib.
Alright then, so you good.
Listen, man, I don't know. I just want some different sheets, different beginnings.
You want to create different memories. I respect that.
Exactly.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm not going to do satin no more because as soon as you turn your neck, you off the bed. You just
Oh no,
That's
no.
the best ad workout you can have. Satin sheets.
Nah, listen, regular sheets, satin pillowcases. The ladies are gonna appreciate that because of the hair.
The moisture, it keeps the moisture.
Yeah, if you got a satin or silk pillowcase, you ain't gotta tie your hair up. I used to have dreadlocks, so I know these things.
I remember that. I gotta get a picture of that. I guess hilarious. You just took your shit off. But like the next one is right. Do not take shots at each other. Like a lot of times people we take shots at each other. Ever been in a relationship like that?
Yeah. When something random just come out.
Yeah, like what are some shots?
I feel you. You feel me? Like damn, I don't want to put none of my business out there. I gotta think.
Damn.
Nah, I can't be giving the inside secrets.
All right, man. Paraphrase.
Yeah, but like it's like if you go out, right?
Yeah.
And you go to a restaurant. Say you go to Uno's. You at a booth, and the couple behind you in the booth is arguing. You feel me? And she be like, "Wow, you gonna eat all of that?" And then he be like, "You ain't say that when you want me to eat your pussy." And you just be in the booth just eating like, crazy.
It's just crazy over there.
But yeah, I think taking shots at each other like that comes from a lack of communication.
Mm.
When you don't speak on something or address it, and you let it simmer, and then an opportunity presents itself for it to come back up, that's when you bring that shit up.
Yeah, like people don't like. For instance, like it's like premeditated resentment. You ever heard that before? Premeditated resentment. You've been holding, you didn't say nothing, and you just been waiting, and then at that moment.
Yeah, that's like
snap.
That's like if the dishes are piling up, right? And I want my girl to do them, but I don't necessarily ask her to do them, and they just keep piling up, and I just be like, damn, it'd be nice if somebody did the dishes around this bitch or something. Like, the fuck? Well, she had a woman around here to clean up. You feel me? That's shit like that will slowly but surely erode a relationship.
You're right. I remember
it'll chip away at it piece by piece.
Every day you see it, and you just like. And she's like, why can't you do it? And you're like, I always do it. And then you have an argument. And now you're emotionally charged towards each other. And 4 days later, y'all still being petty. Y'all forgot why y'all being petty, but y'all know y'all being petty towards each other. And that was a petty war.
Yeah, and don't let y'all be out in public because that shit'll pop right up. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You could be talking to your homeboy. Yeah, I washed my car the other day. Oh, shit, jump out. Oh, don't say nothing to him about washing. Because he ain't washed the dishes in God knows how long. He ain't washing the tub. He want to talk about washing. You need to wash that nasty-ass ring out the bathtub so I can take a bubble bath. You'd be surprised the kind of shit this ain't going on in my life. My tub is good. It happens. I don't like a dirty bathroom.
Yeah, dirty bathrooms is like, all right, like I got a roommate situation, right? Mm-hmm. Trying to save some cash before I get out of here. Stack that paper, right? I think sometimes, like, roommates is a type of relationship, too, that you gotta understand. If one of y'all lacks on cleaning, it's gonna show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot more to clean. And I think a lot of times, even with roommates, you just get mad at each other because it's like, yo, this shit, they ain't clean. Never know if your roommate pulled, like, 9 doubles that week. They tired as hell. And, like, sometimes, even with, like, we don't expect people to be human somehow. In our mind, we expect them to get home from work and not be tired.
Yeah. Now imagine having that roommate and those same frustrations and y'all fucking.
Oh, that's even.
And now you got a relationship issue. It's the same thing in a relationship.
You don't think like the sex makes them like you a little bit more?
Nah, it's a temporary fix. Cause soon as you bust your nut, you right back to being mad. Like,
oh yeah, post nut clarity.
Soon as you nut, you like, and then when you walk past the kitchen, you get mad all over again, like. And now you feel some kind of way because you like, I just bust that ass. You could have bust these fucking suds, like.
Dishes. Yo, I got one thing I'm still petty about. I keep thinking about from a past relationship.
What's that?
I'm still trapped on this.
What's that?
She used to kick her dirty shoes at the wall. It was a stain on the wall.
From where the shoes was hitting it?
And I just, she used to stay home. She was staying home for like a year with no job. Mm-hmm. So I just got mad every fucking day. Working my ass off. And you still didn't clean this fucking wall.
I used to,
I still like think about it. I'm like, damn, she never cleaned that wall since we broke up.
Is it still dirty?
That wall probably still dirty.
Yeah, I was dating a chick who Me and her started living together fresh out of her mom's house. So she never had her own crib before. You feel me? And fellas, if you are a guy who's had your own house before, be mindful when you move women in to like your space and they've never managed the house on their own. Because if you've always lived at home, then it's like, okay, I gotta keep my room clean.
Yeah.
You ain't never had to keep the room clean, the kitchen clean, the
Everything
bathroom clean,
clean.
the yard. Like, it's a lot, right? And so you're not used to having to manage these things. So if you're a guy who's had a place and you've managed, you know, the food, the dishes, the bills, and you invite a chick into that, like, all right, I got some help now.
Yeah.
I got somebody gonna cook a little something, man. I don't gotta cook every night. You start coming home like, why the fuck I gotta cook? Fuck is you here for? I just worked 12 fucking hours. What did you do? You could have at least made a hot pocket for me. This shit crazy.
And you want to have a traditional relationship.
Yeah, man. Because you run into them situations where it's like you can get in anger, you can get caught up in stereotypical gender roles.
Yep.
And you know, people fall for that a lot in relationships.
But we gotta start realizing, being more patient, that everyone is growing and adjusting. Like, if I've been out of a relationship for like 8 years and I get with you, it's a lot I gotta adjust to now.
That's a fact.
I'm like, I can't do this. Certain things I can't do. I can't text on my girlfriends after 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? I gotta get some time for you. Gotta keep things. I got a curfew. You know what I mean? Some people don't like you texting.
I don't like texting after a certain time. My staff at work be mad at me because they be texting me at late hours, and I be like, listen, no.
Yeah, buddy.
But that's a whole separate issue.
So you never got in trouble for like one of your friends, as a girl, texting you at like 9 or 10?
Yeah. Not in the relationship that I'm in now, but in past relationships, yeah. And a lot of times it's a platonic friend, because the ones who they weren't platonic, they knew better, and they understood, you know, like, yo, listen, he off the market now. Of course, you know, you got people who still going to fish, still going to throw the bait, throw the rod out.
So you going to answer or not?
But most of the time, anybody who texts me or called me out of the woodwork time, it was a platonic friend. And I felt obligated to answer because, and you know this, I've always been the kind of friend people come to for advice, or, you know, want to talk or get something off your chest. So I try to make myself available. But I have had that be a hindrance on relationships.
Yeah, because you like giving all this effort to these women that aren't your woman, and then your woman like, yo, bro, you out here too much. Some girls don't like that at all.
And that's an insecurity.
Yeah. That
comes from you being insecure as a woman. Because if you're secure in yourself, you don't give a fuck who I'm on the phone with.
That's true.
Like me and I'm secure with my chick. I don't give a fuck. She could be on the phone. She could come home in the middle of the night. But I trust her, and I know she ain't gonna do no dumb shit. And if she was in danger or in trouble, she would have came to me for help or for counsel. You feel what I'm saying?
You think it's... I got a question for you. You think it's okay to have insecurity? Like, we all not perfect, and we all got trauma.
I have to say yes, because we all have insecurities.
Yeah.
We all have insecurities that we have, but it's not okay to project them onto other people.
Is it okay if your spouse or your person lets you know their insecurities? Would you respect insecurities?
Absolutely. Because she has insecurities and I do too. So we have moments where it's like, listen, I don't want to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it later. And then once that happens, because what happens is a lot of times you have relationships, right, where one of them goes, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And that shit is annoying.
It is.
But at the same time, if you're not telling me nothing, then my care is going to make me keep on fucking asking.
Exactly.
You know? And so when you tell me, hey, listen, I'm dealing with some stuff. I don't want to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it later. Okay, cool. I got to trust that you're grown enough to either work this out by yourself or talk it out with me. But either way, it's out of my hands and there ain't shit else I can do about it. And I got to accept that.
I feel you on that, like,
and that's that.
At least you ask, you try, and like if they don't want to bridge that,
yeah, you have to
respect
ask.
It.
That's like if my chick, right, if she go out on a date, she called me, hey babe, I'm going out tonight. You know what I mean? I'll be back before the sun come up. Okay, cool. And she goes out, and I'm in the crib like this. He probably fucking her. You know what I'm saying? When she come back, if I got an attitude, I can't walk around like, nothing. What's wrong? Nothing. Ain't nothing wrong. Nah. If I have an issue, then I tell her, you know, one, I'm dealing with my own insecurities, and I got some things that I need to work through for me. Or two, I don't like what you did, this, that, and the third, and then we talk about it. But your insecurities and your emotions are your responsibility to manage.
I see what you're saying.
There are no one's. It could be somebody else's fault. It could be your fault. It could be his fault. It could be her fault. But it's your responsibility
to
manage those emotions.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, next one. Right, next one. So, not losing sense of self. So I see this a lot. I'm a really strong guy. I know what I want. So every day I'm doing what I want. And many times in these relationships, I've seen it where a girl would date me, and I'm like, "Yo, hang out with your friends. Why aren't you doing this? Hey, you used to have this hobby. What's up with that?" And they always want to hang out with me or do build what I'm building. I understand, like, you investing in your man, but like losing yourself is something you definitely shouldn't lose in a relationship, because that's what made me attracted to you, because you was yourself.
He not talking to me. He talking about, you know.
Clarification.
It's 2023. You got it.
Oh yeah, it's 20. That's my favorite line.
You looked me in my eyes and said, "That's what attracted me to you." I'm fucking. To respond to that, you know, when you have a woman or a man who is completely committed and invested in you more than they are themselves, it's an identity issue. It's someone who is not confident or sure of themselves, or they don't see enough worth in themselves, or they get their self-worth from helping other people. I used to be one of those people. I used to be one of those people who invested my all into my friends and into my relationship. And when it came time for me, it was so alien, I didn't know what the fuck to do. My birthday would come up. What you want for your birthday? I don't know. What do you like? I don't know. What do you think I like? But I knew what everybody else liked. I knew their favorite colors, topics, foods. But I wasn't pouring into myself. And my identity was in helping my friends and my relationship. So when you have a spouse like that, it's important to continue to pour into them. Don't shame them for it, but just feed what they already have going on and slightly, you know, nudge them towards it. Like, well, what happened to it? I liked when you was doing this. And then they'll say, oh, he liked when I was doing that. I'm going to do that. But at the same time, she'll reconnect with her identity so she don't get lost in yours. So your problem is you're a strong alpha male. And I could tell from our friendship that that's just the way you carry yourself when it comes to the opposite sex. So you got to find you an alpha woman.
That's true. I'd be like, yo, what do you got any friends? I've been enjoying. You got friends? I won't lie. I love a girl.
You looking for a woman who got a 9-to-5, a side business, and if she got kids, she got it in order with her baby daddy.
Yeah.
Like that's what you looking for, and you looking for a fucking unicorn. Okay, I'm sorry.
Damn.
I mean, listen, there's a name for it. Doesn't mean it don't exist, but
I may never have it.
It's out there.
Yo, the unicorns are like parking lots. Everybody, they're all taken.
Hey man,
you be like, damn, y'all all taken. That's crazy.
It's out there somewhere. But yeah, those are people who have issues with their identity. Trust me, I know.
All right, so like, don't forget about your friends though. Like, that's the next point. Like,
yeah,
how do you don't forget about your friends? That's the one thing you shouldn't do in a relationship too. Like, how do you still keep all those friendships, even if your girl, like, I want to hang out, and you got a full-time job, you still got to hang out with your girl, you still got other things you're trying to do in your life. How do you still make your friendships a priority?
You got to be a good steward over your time. You got to be able to get a strong handle on time management, and you also have to have friends who understand that you have a life. You know, most of my friends understand. You know, Ricky works 8, 10, 11-hour days, and he has other things he's doing. He's a father. Like, I don't have time to sit on the phone and talk about nothing. I really don't like small talk. And ironically, my chick was the one who told me this. She was like, "You don't like small talk." I said, "What you mean?" She was like, "You don't like to talk about nothing." And I was like, "Well, that's how everybody should be." Because if you called me, it's for a reason. I don't have 45 minutes to sit on the phone just shooting the breeze.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know what I'm saying?
I got called out. Somebody was like, my friend, she was like, "Oh, you're so fake." She's probably gonna listen to this.
And don't say her name, please.
"Oh, you're so fake." And I was like, "What I do now?" And he's like, "You don't even talk to me that much anymore." I was like, "My bad."
But you don't be having nothing to talk about.
But I do gotta add more. Like she made me think about it. I got some things I can talk about.
But your good friends are gonna understand that you're busy. You just called me Saturday. When was the last time we talked on the phone prior to Saturday?
Like 9 months ago, maybe.
All right, but here we are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because your real friends understand that, yo, you have a life. You got shit to do. We not 14 no more.
Yo, I got
bills. I'm trying to get to the bills.
I got big lost in the wind energy. Tomorrow drifts anyway. What the fuck tomorrow?
What I hate is when a motherfucker call me, yo, what's up? What's good with you?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. What you doing? On the phone with your dumb ass. What's good? I ain't want nothing. And why the fuck are you calling me? Like, I stopped what I was doing to answer the phone.
Like, we could have went somewhere. We want to go to the mall. Would you want to do this? What is the move? If we are gonna move, if not, I gotta get off the phone.
You could have texted me. But to circle back to your point, when your real friends will understand. Excuse me. Your real friends will understand that you got a job, you got a spouse, you got family, you got things you're doing.
Exactly.
If you're working and you're grinding, then you don't have free time. Now, if you're somebody who has free time, then you need to find friends who have free time. Mm-hmm. But if you're somebody who doesn't have free time, you need to surround yourself with friends who don't have free time. And if they do have free time, you got to ask them, why do you have so much free time? Why you not working? Why you not grinding?
Yeah,
why you not making your dreams come true? What the fuck are you doing out here?
Yo, even my friends that make good money for like a little bit of time, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you literally could be grinding more and you just good enough with being just making it, but you got enough more time than me. You paying your bills, great, cool.
Like, you don't respect your time or mine for that matter, because I got other shit I could be doing.
Exactly.
What I like most about today is you called me damn near a week ago, and we set a time aside.
Yeah, that's
like, you gotta schedule shit. I'm a grown ass man. We gotta schedule shit. I can't just. I ain't doing shit. Might as well go out. What?
Yo, I understand you got kids. I do understand you got kids. You got a lot going on. Shoot.
But even if you don't have kids, like you should still be. We all get the same 24 hours in the day. Right. I know we're getting a little bit off topic, but I'm gonna tailor it off here. We all get the same 24 hours in the day. Mm-hmm. You gotta use yours to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And at the same time, if you don't respect your 24 hours, at least respect mine. But don't be mad at me if I'm spending my 24 different than you spending your 24.
But what if they don't respect their 24?
Time will tell if they really your friend or not. Some people are leaves, some people are branches.
Like, what you mean?
Some people in your life for a season, some in here for a reason.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Every year, leaves fall. Branches don't fall every year.
Exactly.
Leaves come and go. Branches don't. Branches stay.
Let's get hit by lightning. And
if anybody watching this is into like nature and shit, mm-hmm. and you understand photosynthesis and you know how the tree works, and when you have a leaf or a bunch of leaves who no longer serve the tree, they will cut off the photosynthesis from that branch and stop feeding them light from the sun and let them shits die. Some shit you gotta let die.
Damn, where you learn that from?
I work with kids. I learn a lot.
Photosynthesis. All right, kids. I'm gonna turn the metaphor into every life lesson. This is a rock.
They will cut off the chlorophyll feed and like the leaves will turn brown and die early.
Damn, man.
That's how you know I'm a teacher.
Yo.
That's how you know I'm a teacher. How did we get here?
Exactly.
What's next?
All right, well, one more detour, man. You remember I was helping with your program? I realized something, like, the only way I can work with kids is it's like a comedy movie. Because I have no time. It's like I love kids, mm-hmm. but I'm not the most kid-friendly adult. And that's what I mean. I understand them. I'm that friend they got at home when they leave school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Your friends be buttholes to you. I'm the teacher that be like sarcastic.
That's partially because you don't have kids.
Yo, that's absolutely right.
So like when you don't have kids or when you don't have kids around you, you are not very sensitive to children.
I'm not.
Like you don't have to have kids to be good around kids. If you have kids around you, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, little cousins, grandkids, depending on how old you are more sensitive. You understand what they're going through.
So I'm a deadbeat uncle.
That's a funny adjustment watching like my fiance and my daughter. Like they're both Aries.
Oh.
And like they love each other, but when they argue, I'll be laughing my ass off because they be funny as shit.
I got a question for you. So you know how you've been seeing all these pandering podcasts when it comes to women and men?
Yeah.
So this was on the John Pandering to Men though. They were like, oh well, when you date a single mom, she wants you to give the child the resources, but don't want you to have any authority with her child. Are you like that with your child?
No, not at all.
And why not?
Because I've told my child from day one that anything you got to respect your elders. You got to respect your adults. And so when an adult gives you a direction, you are to follow it. You are to respect all adults as if they were me. Now, if an adult gets disrespectful with you, we can address that later. But your first prerogative is to respect the adults. Now, if I'm telling you to respect your teachers and to respect the aides and the nurse and the security officer, you damn sure better respect the motherfucker we live with. But I've worked, and she's 8 now, and so I've taught her to have respect for your elders because you don't want to deal with me.
So like, what the bringing your girl around, your fiance around, like, like how did you do that? Like, how did you make it feel like a safe place for your child meeting a new person who is important to you in your life? Like, how did you preface that to your daughter?
Well, we was friends first. She was my best friend for a long time before we actually like.
Is she from DC?
No. She from Albany, New York.
Albany, New York, John.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to read your posts and decipher who you talking about.
You can try, but you'll never figure it out. I promise you. I'll be putting in fake breadcrumbs for y'all.
I do. I like it.
I send y'all one way and I'm going the other. But she's from New York. But she hadn't met my daughter. Like I said, because we were close friends. She don't even call her. Like, you know how you got like a stepmom or stepdad. You might say Miss this, Mr. that. She don't. She calls her bestie.
Oh, that's good.
When I introduced her, I was like, "This is my bestie," and she was like, "Okay, that's bestie." So that's what she calls her, bestie. Not Miss, not Mrs., not Mom, not bestie.
That's cute. So like, I guess it's like a different role being a stepmom. You think?
Yeah, but my daughter understands. Like, 'cause one day we took her to school, and they was like, "That's your mom and your dad," and she was like, "That's my stepmom."
Oh shoot, that's dope.
So like, it's like she understands. I was unsure for a while, but she understands the dynamic of what's going on.
That's dope. Cause I never really had like a stepmom or stepdad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. Either.
I never had that.
Barely had a mama.
All right. My mom was
Love your mama.
My mom was a gangster. Shout
We
out
know.
to my mom serving. I'm not joking.
I know. We mamas with all the shits.
Yeah, I was like, damn, man. I respect my mom. All right, so next one, right? Put everything else first. And this is my problem, right? And this is a hard one for me. Okay. I'm gonna be vulnerable about it. At first we start dating, and like it's a hard transition for me, not to put almost everything first, because I'm a man of purpose and passion, and I've been doing this before you met me, and this is just how my life has been. So it's a slow transition to not just thinking of you as another meeting in my schedule. Well, you know what I mean, like something organic, something real. You know what I mean? Like
So when you say put everything first, you mean like putting other things before your spouse?
Like everything. Like, let's say I might be like, yo, they want me to do overtime, babe. I know I'm not gonna be home today, so I'm not gonna see you until like maybe like 9, 8. All right. She might have had something planned to go out.
She should have communicated that.
That too, but like
if she didn't communicate that, and it was a surprise. She could be disappointed, but she can't really be too mad because you didn't know.
I didn't know.
What I will say is this plays a role in what we talked about earlier. Or not having identity in yourself, or not having enough to do where you're just so focused on the other person. Because I don't think certain things is not putting things before them. It's just things that happen at that time. You know, if I plan to go to, if I say I'm going to my grandmother's house on Sunday at 6:00, and then you tell me on Saturday that you're cooking dinner and we're having dinner at 5:00. Okay, but that gotta wait because I'm still going to go see my grandma. And that's not me putting my grandma before you. That's me staying true to a commitment that I made. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is a lot of times. That you plan things and you make commitments, and then it's like, oh, you put in work before me, you put in your friends. No, we planned this 3 months ago. Like, I can't just stop now because you here.
I got trips to Florida.
That's unfair to everything else you got. That's your spouse not being understanding and respectful of your time, because you took the time to set time aside for these things. You know what I mean? You can't be mad at me that I've managed my time like an adult. I can't just stop and drop everything I'm doing because you want to cuddle. Now, there are some things that you can bend on. You know, I can go to the gym in the morning. You know, well, I was going to hang out with the fellas, but maybe next time. But if you got to go to work, you got to go to the doctor. I'm supposed to not go to my doctor's appointment because you had a bad day at work. We can't talk about this when I get back.
That's true. I'll be getting guilt trip. It'd be like, I get the most guilt trip.
I feel like guilt trips are another thing of insecurity, man. Like,
they'd be like, oh, yeah, they say
I told you, it all comes from communication and trust. That's where all these issues come from.
Communication. What was it? Oh, argument is just expectations not being met. I heard, right? So argument is really just our expectations not being met, but most of us never tell our spouse our expectations.
Yeah, I agree with that, because you could say something, but you don't say what you mean. You feel me? And when you're dating, you deal with this on a macro level. You know, you'll like let's say I'm in a chick inbox right now, and I'm trying to date her, and I'm like, hey, what's up? It's like, how you doing? You know, we traded messages back and forth. The conversation gets sexual, and then the conversation just stops because I'm like, ooh, when I'm gonna see you, and she'd be like, we'll see. Depends on how bad you want to see me. And then the conversation dies there because I'm doing 5 other things. And then she comes back 3 days later. I thought you wanted to see me. Okay, so you figured out what time I'm coming to see you, like. But really, what she wanted you to do was chase her.
Yeah.
But she didn't say that. She didn't say, I want you to chase me. She said, depends on when I'm, like.
So she really wanted you to pick the time.
You meant one thing and said another. You know what I'm saying? And we do that too. I'm not just like trying to bash women, because 2023.
Listen, man, we love women on this podcast. This is the Love Women podcast. No more. This is the Love Women podcast. We don't hate on the opposite sex.
But you know, it goes both ways, like a bi woman. You understand? It can go either way, because men, we say one thing and do another too. We could be like, yo, I ain't had steak and eggs in a while. And she be like, that sound good. And then she'll make you no steak and eggs. But really what you was trying to say was, I want you to make me some steak and eggs. I don't follow hints. This ain't Blue's Clues. I'm grown.
Yo, we be like, you didn't do that thing in a while.
People be hinting at things, and that's where the disappointment and the communication come from.
Yeah, you definitely not picking up what I'm putting down, because you're not handing the shit over, bro.
Yeah, man.
Shoot the hell up. Oh, my favorite one right here is cheat. So you should never cheat. Have you ever cheated?
I probably have. I'm sure I have.
What you mean, like probably? Like single, or were you single and you cheated because you was just regular single, but what you wasn't really is single?
I can't recall off the top of my head, but I'm sure I have. Yeah. There was one time I almost cheated where I forgot I was in a relationship.
I don't know how that happened.
Me and the babe had just got together. Like we was together for like 36 hours. And I'm chilling with one of the homies, and he got these 2 chicks over there, and we chilling, and we was busting it up for like an hour. We vibing, we kicking it, and she was like, so like, mind you, she asked this question way too late in the game, if you ask me. She was like, so like, you got a girlfriend? I was like, no, shit, I do. Damn. I was so confused. I was like, oh.
You gotta put it on an index card next time.
I should have rolled it on my hand.
Yeah, roll your hand.
Spent 37 hours, has girlfriend.
Exactly. Newly fresh girlfriend.
Yeah, but yeah, cheating is something that you should never do. In the words of Donnell, I'd rather leave than to cheat. You know.
That's me, bro. I'm sorry. If I gotta put so much energy and like going out the way, make sure your schedule is a certain way to go do something with someone else's schedule. I gotta match 3 schedules. I gotta have enough energy.
It's a lot of work.
I gotta take more showers. Hopefully y'all taking more showers. Hopefully y'all getting tested more often.
Hopefully it's hot.
I gotta, you know what I mean? Like I gotta
test
really,
them fuck it.
I gotta be like, yo, babe, I'm about to put some overtime in and lie to her a little bit, and then come on with no extra money.
No extra money. Now here's the thing.
Unless I get it from a girl.
Damn, that'd be good.
Yo, I remember one time.
I might know somebody who can help you with that.
Yo, like
we'll talk about it offline.
Yo, oh my god, this is what I wanted to know. So that's what I did before, right? I was trying to get this girl a hint that I didn't like her. And she was like, yo, what's up? When we should get lunch sometime? Because I already know she wanted she was a diva, beautiful girl. But I already know she got problems, insecurities that I don't want to deal with. She hasn't even been accountable to herself. So why do I think you can be accountable to me? You know what I mean?
Well, there you go. So
I'm like, all right, I'm trying to give her the boot. And she just couldn't get why this nerd-looking bull was like, nah, bro, I'm not interested. So what I did was, this is the most despicable thing I've ever done in my life, right? I was talking to someone else, right? And I got this girl to buy me and the girl I like lunch.
Player.
Cool, well, my question for you, right? So we were talking about one day at lunch with my friends. I was like, if my girl was trying, well, if God was trying to talk to my girl and she was open to it, we could scam the guy.
Oh, yeah.
You in a polyamorous relationship?
Yeah.
You don't be like, we need
Listen. I can't tell you how many times a day where I'll be on Instagram and I see like we just had a conversation about this last night, where we was talking about somebody, like we saw a story of some celebrity having a side chick or a side dude, and it was like, yo, you got to let it go because of who it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I said, that's like me and you, right? And it's like you find out I'm fucking Rihanna. You won't leave me? The fuck you talking? Me getting mad at you for fucking Morris Chestnut. I can't compete with that nigga. Get your rocks on. Bring some dollars on too while you at it. I need a check. Don't come back home without that bag.
I don't know about the rock shit. I haven't matured in that way. Or, I haven't been that way. But, like, if you was just bringing a bag home and we was going on vacation.
Yeah, it's nothing. Listen.
I want, like, all right, if my girl was an OnlyFans girl, a suggestive OnlyFans girl, you send her money.
Could you date a chick that had an OnlyFans?
I could.
Like, I mean, like, she had like a OnlyFans, like, she gets smacked on there.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
Damn, it's only work.
I'm gonna think about.
It's just business.
How we got like this. I'm like,
it's just business.
She never used that phrase on me. What's the boy, Adam 22?
Yeah, that's so. We ain't got no
I
time
felt bad for him.
I got a video I'm gonna send you about that. That's
it's bad because like that's a big black man.
Let me ask you this. Somebody brought this up on another podcast I was watching, Free to Wave. What would you do, right, if you dating a chick? Mm-hmm. If you're dating a chick and your girl is bi, right, and she has sex with another girl, would you be mad about that?
Nah, I already explained this to somebody. It's not really cheating if it's another woman in our mind. All
right, cool. So what if, like, you come home, you feel me, and your chick in there and she fucking a dyke. She got a strap on. She taking her down to Pound Town. Strapping her. You walk in, what happens?
I won't lie. It depends on what the dyke look like.
She in there with black Air Force Ones on in a tank top.
If the dyke look like you fighting.
I don't know how to feel about that. Sexy chocolate nigga like me. I don't know what you mean.
Damn well some people be looking like
It's 2023, be careful.
Yeah, my mans. They be looking like it. I'd be like, yeah, you look like a homegrown man.
So you come in there, because you said it's not cheating. She in there with a dude that look like Terry Crews.
I think it's only cheat. I think it's only not cheating if like, let me get this right. Like, if she make it known that she about to do that.
Nah, you don't know because you said it's not cheating. So she like, yo, I can fuck girls, and you come home and this Terry Crews type chick taking her down with the strap, and she in there, it's the best dick ever, and she.
I don't know. I kicked that fucking door. You a damn lie.
I'm just saying. You said if it's a girl, it's cool.
I'll be like you a damn lie. I'm sorry. I really would have been that way. Like, what about me? Damn, my mom just blew my phone up, but she be alright.
Right there.
I'm gonna call her. That was a weird comment, and then my mom called me and said, "Oh shit, she must know I'm talking about this stuff."
Yeah.
She's like, "What you talking about on that podcast?"
She caught you talking dirty.
Talking dirty. I remember my dick catch me talking dirty before when I lived with her. She was like, "Who the fuck you talking to in there?"
I ain't never got caught like that.
On a landline?
I them landlines to get you caught up. Because I was on the phone with a chick in middle school. My girl clicked right in. Ricky, it's time to get off the phone. Like, how long was you listening?
I felt insecure after that.
I was saying some crazy shit. I was a virgin. I didn't know what I was talking. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do ooh.
Yo, it's like that, though.
One thing I will say, since you brought up cheating and we talked about open relationships, there is a such thing as cheating if you're in an open relationship. There is a such thing as cheating if you're in a polyamorous or an open relationship. If you're in any kind of relationship, cheating is still a thing.
Houseway.
Now, you saying how because you're like, if y'all already fucking other people, then what you talking about?
Yeah.
It's deeper than that because it's about betrayal. You feel me? There's cheating before cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start hiding text messages, once you start storing numbers under shit like Domino's and McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving up trade secrets here. Once you start...
All right, wait, I got a question.
Once you start lying and covering shit up, you in the red zone.
So if it's whack, if it's a lower class side John, I guess I'll be ranking everything. This is in my mind. I'll be ranking everything. Lower class side John McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Or what's that John? Little Caesar, because she always high and ready.
Right.
But like, what would be a restaurant the name of high class John too?
Chick-fil-A is where we would start.
Chick-fil-A?
Well, we can go up to, Roof Chris, Steak 48, Fogo. That's top tier pussy right there. You know what I mean? You could even go Five Guys because it's expensive.
It's so this is so fucking true.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you got your Little Caesars, you got your McDonald's, mm-hmm. but then like you got your Applebee's, mm-hmm. you got your Ruby Tuesdays, mm-hmm. and you got your then you move up then you go up a little bit higher.
Applebee's good.
You got your
half
Millers,
off after 9.
You got your Millers, you got your Red Lobster.
Miller's food stuff, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You got your I think after that is where we get into the where you need a reservation. That's where we get into the Fogo and to the. When you go ultra.
You live in a gated community.
Yes, it's when you go ultra instinct. You need a passcode to get in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there is a such thing as cheating because once you start lying and betraying what we've built, Kanye West has a beautiful lyric.
What is it? In
his song with Jay-Z and Frank Ocean. I probably shouldn't bring that up, but it's called what's human beings in the wild? What's the wild to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?
You don't believe in anything?
Yeah. That song. But Kanye West said she got 2 tattoos, one red, no apologies. The other said love is cursed by monogamy. And he said the only thing that you can do wrong, he said the only felony is to fuck somebody without telling me. Mm. And it's like, and that's kind of what it's like, because it's like I said, when you're in that kind of relationship or situation, you have to prioritize communication. If not, the whole thing unravels. So you like it because now you have to prioritize these things. A lot of monogamous relationships is like, oh, well, it's about trust It's about this. It's about trust. But you checking, you in his likes, seeing who liked the fucking picture.
Snooping.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not. Don't
That
snoop.
was another one. You in his comments, seeing how many mutual friends him and that girl got. That's not trust.
It's not.
That's not trust. You talking about it's about communication. He posted some shit you ain't like, and you didn't tell him, and then you got an attitude with him. That's not communication. She laughing at a joke that the waiter said, and you don't like it because the waiter is some dude who look like Drake, and you don't tell her, and now you go home. Oh, so now niggas is funny, motherfuckers is comedians. Now you taking shots. You feel me? You taking jabs at your partner because you didn't communicate.
Damn, we look like Mayweather out here taking jabs, being all defensive and shit. That's crazy.
You giving her the
Oh shit. But that's a good point. Like, that's crazy how, like, I never thought about it like that. Shit.
It's like that, man. It's like that.
I wonder if they got like relationship coaches with people for polyamorous relationships.
They do. If y'all need a coach, I need more income, so I'm hiring. Hit me on my inbox.
You know what's crazy? It was admirable, man, about people with multiple girls.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a polyamorous relationship, they got the money.
Well, there's a difference between polyamory and polygamy. It's a big difference.
What's the difference?
So polyamory is when you and another person have the liberty to enjoy other relationships. So you're in a relationship, but you can have a whole nother girlfriend or a whole nother boyfriend. Polygamy is when there's a guy who has multiple women, but they can't date anybody else. They can only date him. So that's the guys who have, 3 girlfriends, 2 girlfriends, 5 girlfriends, and a wife on the side, and they're only committed to him. That's polygamy.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
If you wasn't a polygamous relationship, you think you could handle climbing each girl the same?
Fuck no. Hell no. I was in a barbershop. They was talking about this shit. I would never be a polygamist because it's like it's hard enough catering to one woman.
Yo.
The difference between polygamy and polyamory, one of the differences is this. You can cater to multiple women, but they're not solely relying on you for emotional, romantic, and or financial support. They have other niggas to tap into for that shit.
Shout out to other niggas.
Shout out to the other niggas.
Shout out to the other niggas. I appreciate y'all.
Me? So that's the difference. When you're a polygamist, it's they come to you. You got to make sure they money straight. They bills is good. They good emotionally. They good physically.
Yo, you draining me just talking about this.
But polyamory is like, I could be dating a chick and she could have 5 other boyfriends, and that's okay as long as we know about each other and we're honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we only see each other on Thursday. The way my schedule is, I'm okay with that because I'm doing so much other shit the other 5-6 days of the week. I don't give a fuck. Now you're not draining me with your emotional, your physical, or your mental needs because you got other motherfuckers taking care of that.
That's true. Yeah, honestly, if somebody was like, yeah, babe, they paying the bills, I'd be like, yo, they doing what? If they buy groceries, they paying the bills. As long as you're doing what you said and keeping us first.
Yeah, and that's...
I don't know, I might be open to it.
Listen, man, talk to me. But that's the... But that's the thing with me and mine. It's like we put each other first, and we communicate about everything, and that's the foundation of the relationship. And that's why I was like, that was my best friend, my good friend for a long time, before we got together by accident. To be honest with you,
So what kind of happened? Like, I got a question. So
a
lot of times,
what the fuck happened?
We all lie. Like the friend zone. Friend zone is a real thing, right?
It's definitely a real thing.
But I believe that you only in the friend zone. You can get out of friend zone. It's like a queue. And here's the thing: you're like last in queue, but you can start outranking people depending on the situation, and you can look like and you can become attractive to that person if you want to get out the friend zone. But like, I don't know. Like, why did you choose to get out the friend zone?
This is a conversation that we can have together.
Yeah, we're gonna have this.
As men, online or offline.
Mm-hmm.
But it's rare that you'll see women have this conversation, and they're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. But here's why: a lot of women believe that the friend zone is not a thing, and they'll say, "Oh, well, you were just making friends with this girl under false pretenses." No, because I can be your friend and still think you sexy. You feel me? I can be your friend and still admire
how
you look, or how you carry yourself. Those things are not exclusive. You know what I'm saying? And so, a lot of women will say the friend zone is not a real thing, but it is a real thing, and women have created it. It's just we know what it is. Every woman has at least 3 to 5 men who they're not having sex with that would fuck them right now.
I believe it.
You don't believe me? Text every nigga in your phone you're not related to and say, "Do you want to fuck?" I guarantee 3 to 5 of them niggas would be like, "Shit, I've been waiting on this." Nah, you playing.
Let me get the mic. Let me get the mic a little closer on this one. I don't lie. Like
he like delete my number because I'm pulling up.
Nah, I'd be like, I do a little pause. I'd be
every woman has that.
I'm available now.
Every woman has that 3 to 5 niggas, and let me tell you, they keep them 3 to 5 niggas there because knowing that you got people who want to fuck you boosts your self-esteem.
It do. It gives you that power.
You have these people that you want to fuck. Yeah, that's when you see these posts that be like, "Everybody want me except for the person I want to want me." When you see those shits, you got 10 niggas who want you. You got 10 chicks who want you, but you so focused on this one person that you don't see the other motherfuckers. But having them there boosts your self-esteem. So when the person that you want don't want you, and you know that they don't want you, and they turn you down, or they remind you that they don't want you, you got these other people over here that make you feel better. No woman will admit that. Very few probably. But it's not something you'll see females talk about.
We talked about it on one of my first episodes. My sister was being real about it. I love my sister. Like she was raised with like a bunch of guys around her with brothers.
Gangster.
So she be telling the truth. And she be like, I wouldn't date them either. She was brown like, damn, she a little logical on that. I'm like, damn. It's like
because the dating pool is trash. It has been peed in, and it's worse than Memorial Park. I promise you, the dating pool is nasty business.
Well, we hit our limit here. I won't lie.
All right.
This episode's over. This episode is over, Ricky. Now cut it. But with that being said, everyone, please subscribe and follow on Apple Podcasts. And also we are on YouTube. We have everything from drink shows, reaction videos, all that good stuff. If you are another podcaster, I am looking to do some more episodes.
And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you flood the comments. Let them know, hey, whoever that guy was, bring him back. I'm always open to talking about relationships, situationships. I don't know how I got here ships and all other boats and ships. You know, I'm very proud and happy that my man here has started his podcast because we've been talking about starting the podcast for years.
Forever.
We were going to do a podcast called The Single Man. Remember that? The Single Man podcast?
Oh, you're not single no more.
And I ain't even single no more. That's how long ago. But the man is focused. He's committed. And anytime he needs me to pull up, I got you.
Listen, man.
Make sure you tell me in advance.